Father, 68M, cheating with 23-year-old foreign mistress. My 68-year-old father has gone crazy. He has a 23-year-old girlfriend, mistress in Cuba, and she is absolutely using him, of course, for his money. We live in the US. All she does is ask for money. He sends her about $400 a month and recharges for phone twice a month, $50. I understand living in a third country like Cuba is hard. Basic necessities are hard to get, and that's where she knows how to manipulate him and tell him she needs this and that. She knows he is married, but of course that's not her concern as long he provides her money and sends her things. In Cuba the average salary is like $20 a month. She has found her lottery ticket. They started talking about 6 months ago, and she tells him she can't wait until they meet, of course, because he's her ATM. My dad is not wealthy at all. He recently retired. He worked a modest, humble job, a bus driver, before he retired. He is now looking to go back to working full-time again because, of course, so he can provide more for her. He tells us he is bored of being home now that he's retired, and that's the reason he wants to work again, which of course is full BS. He is such a manipulative liar that he tells this girl he has a business that he has had for more than 20 years. Lol. He has never had any type of business. He tells her this to impress her and boost his ego. She swears he's rich just because he lives in the US. He is a married man, lives with his wife, my mom, and us, his 2 children. My parents have been married for 30 years. He is Cuban American, and I am so disgusted in him. This girl is just looking for her meal ticket out of Cuba. He has plans to go meet her later year and of course to go sleep with her. This girl is not going to let go of him. She found her ATM machine. They have their emotional affair going on, but pretty soon my dad is planning on visiting and meeting her. She probably does this with other men, and I bet this is not her first time doing this. She sexts him and they do video calls. Mind you, my father isn't very tech savvy at all. He didn't even know how to send a text or pictures about a year ago. Now all of a sudden is always on his phone. I'm kinda worried how this will turn out and affect our family. I've confronted my dad, but he just shrugs it off like it's nothing. I've always been very close with my dad, but after all this my relationship with him has been very rocky. Me being the older daughter, first-gen American one, felt I've always had the responsibility to help him with managing his finances throughout my life growing up, and now I feel he's so ungrateful for everything I've done to help him. I'm the older daughter, in my 20s, and just can't look at him the same anymore. It hurts a lot what he's doing, and I've told him, and he just shrugs it off and tells me it's his life and he can do anything he wants. He clearly shows signs of a typical narcissist and manipulative behavior of a cheater. I can't imagine my father throwing everything down the drain we have built as a family for a 23-year-old girl. Someone that can be his granddaughter. It's just so hard to understand. Imagine when he goes to Cuba and if he gets this girl pregnant. I really hope it doesn't come to this, but if my parents divorce, can my mom present evidence of all this and have the upper hand? They own their primary residence and a rental property together, and my mom absolutely does not want to give up her home of more than 30 years. She will go down and fight for everything. Our world has been turned upside down. Edit. My mom's only concern is she keeps the properties, at the least our primary home. He has told me directly my mom can keep both properties. But can he just walk away and let me or keep everything? Of course, if it comes down to a divorce, does she have to buy him out and refinance? Or can he just forfeit that and let my mom keep the home without her having to buy him out? I've even thought of buying the property from them with a gift of equity, but IDK if that will work.